14 things predicted to happen in 2020. Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States of America from 1861 to 1865, shared a dream that he had with one of his bodyguards a few days before his death. In that dream, he was walking towards the White House. After walking some distance, he found a dead body surrounded by a crowd shedding tears around it. In the dream, Abraham Lincoln asked a soldier, "Who is this man who just lost his life?" In response, the soldier said, "That's the U.S. President. He was just assassinated." The dream that Abraham Lincoln saw days before his death certainly came to pass. He saw his own death in his dream. However, many people who predicted their own deaths have lived on Earth yet survived. Many of them were astrologers. They have predicted how, when, and where they would die. Something that's known to happen beforehand is called prediction. For various reasons, at all times, humans have tried to know and understand about upcoming events in advance, either on the basis of past events or in the light of the events that are currently happening. In 1909, Samuel Langhorne Clemens, known by his pen name Mark Twain, one of the most famous and popular writers of America, as described by his biographer Albert Bigelow Paine, said this about him: "I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It's coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet. The Almighty has said, no doubt. Now here are these two unaccountable freaks. They came in together, they must go out together." Finally, it happened. The day after Halley's Comet went back, Mark Twain died of a heart attack. His prediction came true. There are different kinds of predictions, some about weather conditions or about a person's future, about near future accidents and disasters. Some predictions come true, some don't. Welcome to a brand new episode of Billion Stories. We've arrived in the year of the magical number of 2020. Years ago, some people made predictions that could happen in the year 2020. Some have happened while others have not. Of those, today's video includes some of the most important predictions. Number 1. In 1999, Ray Kurzweil, the futurist, predicted that human lifespan should go up to 100 years. Determination of severe and chronic health conditions by computerized health monitor incorporated watches, ornaments, clothing, etc. by being widely used. In addition to diagnosing, these monitors also offer a number of solution recommendations and interventions which will extend the lifespan of the human being. He described this as the age of spiritual machines. This prediction was made in 1999. It certainly did happen. Humans use these electronic devices for all health and non-health issues. In 2019, the global human lifespan was 72.6 years. By 2050, the UN National Assembly has declared that the lifespan is expected to reach 77.1 years of age. Number 2. Ray Kurzweil made another prediction. It was that computers would be invisible in the coming years. By 2020, computers can be stuck on walls, desks, chairs, ornaments, the human body as well. Kurzweil also predicted that contact lenses or glasses would display 3D images from computers. More or less, it came very true. In the early days, computers that expanded to the size of a room have now become the kind that can be carried in hands. He predicted that keyboards and cables would become invisible. Number 3. Another prediction was that by 2020, books would be phased out. This was also done by Ray Kurzweil in 1999. He prophesied that by 2020, paper books would phase out. Everybody would only use documents scanned through wireless networks. But it didn't happen. When compared to previous years, more books had been sold in 2019. Number 4. Your every move will be tracked. Ray Kurzweil predicted in the past that privacy would become a political and social problem. Every man's moves would be recorded in a database without their knowledge. This prediction has come true. The smartphones, the web browsers, some apps that you use monitor each of your movements on 24 hours. The adults in America say, unbeknownst to companies or the government, not a day goes by without collecting information of an individual. Number 5. The world population will rise to 8 billion. This prediction was made by the International Food Policy Research Institute in 1994. Countries like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Africa would raise the world population to 2.5 billion by 2020. But it didn't happen. Though it has nearly reached the same, according to statistics of the United Nations, the world population now stands at 7.7 billion. There's also a prediction that India will surpass China in population by 2027. Number 6. In 1997, in the book The Long Boom, the futurists Peter Schwartz and Peter Leyden predicted that the economy of China would be on top of the world. It was predicted that by 2020, the Chinese economy would rank first in the world. Though this prophecy didn't come true in 2020, China is just behind America. By 2030, recent reports predict that China and India will overtake America. Number 7. In 1990, while the tests of self-driving cars were in progress, Kurzweil predicted that self-driven cars would start operating on the important highways of the world by 2020. Now the testing of self-driving cars is underway in the important cities of the world. Number 8. Everyone will be able to cast their votes seated at home during the American presidential elections, as was predicted by Schwartz and Leyden. But that prediction did not come true. However, some startup companies are developing solutions for casting votes while seated at homes. Number 9. To overcome the domestic crisis, although China has taken several measures, at last by 2020, China would step into democratic politics as predicted by people such as Schwartz and Leyden. Even though China claims to examine the denial of human rights emerging against more than 1 million Muslim population, there are no signs of China shifting to democratic politics till now. Number 10. Another prediction was made by Bill Gates. In his book, Business at the Speed of Thought of 1999, each and everyone's electronic devices, be it at home or in the office, would be possible to synchronize information with each other, which he predicted would be possible by 2020. But it was not all completely true. Somewhat close to it are the smart devices, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, that prove Bill Gates' predictions are not impossible. Number 11. When traveling long journeys by car, one problem that bothers everyone is whether they get to see any petrol pumps on the way for a refill when the fuel runs out. The next prediction is related to that. People like Schwartz and Leyden predicted that by 2020, every car would use hydrogen fuel. And with that, they would be able to travel for thousands of kilometers for months without having the need to refuel. But it didn't happen. In 2018, only 2,300 hydrogen cell vehicles were sold in America, but by 2050, this prediction may come true. Number 12. Another prediction for 2020 pertains to the area of health. The largest diseases in the world will be heart disease and depression. In 1996, the Harvard School of Public Health and the World Health Organization predicted that by 2020, the world's largest patients would be heart patients and depression patients. According to statistics, these two diseases have come very close to the predictions. Number 13. Another prediction is about the temperature of the Earth. In 1995, the Intergovernmental Panel predicted that by 2020, Earth's temperatures are expected to rise to 3.6 degrees. Statistics prove that this prediction has come true. Number 14. In 2020, humans will set foot on Mars. This prediction was made by Schwartz and Leyden. However, the indication is that this is nowhere close to possible in the near future. It may happen in this century. Those who want to know about Halley's Comet, comment below this video. If more people comment, a video about Halley's Comet will be made. Hey, thanks for watching Billion Stories, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible contents are on the way.